In my other video, I showed you how my son and I built this oversized 12x6 PVC backyard soccer goal. And we are teaming up with Arrow Tool Group in order to do the Go for the Goal giveaway. So you're going to win $500 and the tools you need to make these projects. So let's walk through what we used and how we did this. We're using 3/4 inch plywood. We bought a full sheet, but we're going to be using half of that for one rebounder. So if you're buying a full sheet, have them cut it into quarters for you, and we'll actually make 2 rebounders. So for one rebounder, we'll just need 2 of these pieces, and then we'll do the other one with the other 2 pieces. We're going to use some of our favorite Arrow tools. You can get them at arrowtoolgroup.com, and you'll also need some cutting tools, but at the very least, you will need a circular saw. So we're going to make a diagonal line from one corner to the other corner, and we're going to use our circular saw, our handheld circular saw, at the right depth to cut it. Here's a tip for you. I love using the Pink Panther foam underneath of whatever I'm cutting, because then I've got a nice secure surface and I can easily cut it and it's properly supported. These triangular pieces will be the sides, the wings. I like to call them the wings. And so we're going to measure over about 21 inches using our Arrow tape measure. We're going to mark it, and then we're going to draw a perpendicular line so that we can trim off the sharp part of this corner. We'll do the same for the other side, and then we're going to lay them on top of the other part of the plywood so that we can mark for where the handle's going to go. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. We're going to actually measure about 2 inches down and cut out a handle in the board. But you can also do just a regular handle and screw it to the board, which you'll see in just a moment for the other rebounder that we did. But if you want to keep it simple, use a handle that you can just screw to it. If you like to get a little fancy like I do, just use a jigsaw and cut that out and then sand it down so that there's no sharp edges where your hand's going to be. Using a top coat is completely optional. These are not going to be waterproof. I'm not going to want to leave these outdoors, but I do like the top coat feel, that it just feels more luxurious and it gives it a more finished look. So when that dried, sanded it smooth with very fine sandpaper, and then it was time to add the wings. So this front board, I'm going to measure in from each side about 3 inches and draw a line, and that's where I'm going to align the wings. You're going to want to make sure that this is straight, so we're going to use a speed square. And if you have some clamps on hand, I love these pony clamps to make sure that this is going to be in place, because my son was in school. He wasn't there to help hold it in place, but a clamp will get the job done. I'm going to be using 4 hinges, 2 on each side, measured up about 3.5 inches. I'm going to also use a hammer with the screws that came with the hinges and a screwdriver. I love this Arrow screwdriver because it has a ratcheting feature to it. So if you don't have a power drill, go ahead and tap that screw there and then use your screwdriver in order to attach it. But if you've got a power drill, you can get this project done even faster. And that hinge should allow it to close nicely. And we don't want those wings to pop open when we're carrying this. So we're going to use a clasp, but you're going to want to get some 5/8 inch screws, because the ones that come with the clasp, they would actually go through the 3/4 inch plywood because they're 1 inch screws. So make sure that you get these extra screws and then apply this in place, latch it, and we're good to go. And you can attach a handle instead of cutting one. So this is pretty easy with a few screws. And I wanted to personalize these rebounders, so I used my Cricut with some permanent black vinyl and attached a soccer ball to one of them. And then on the other one, I wanted to do his jersey number 28. And you can get really creative here. You can paint it. You can use your Arrow glue gun to attach something to the side. It's whatever you want to do. And rebounders generally can be flipped upside down so that it changes the angle of the ball. So they can practice on a flat surface, or it can be slanted, and that changes how the ball comes back to them. So if you want to make this, just go ahead and make 2. Trust me, your soccer player is going to love having 2 of these. If you love this project, be sure to give it a like down below and go to arrowtoolgroup.com and be sure to come back, because we're doing a big Go for the Goal giveaway with Arrow, and you can find all the links down below. We will see you next project.